It was just past 7 a.m. when Aaron rolled his cleaning cart into the marble-floored lobby of Sterling and Royce International, one of the tallest corporate buildings in the heart of Manhattan. Dressed in a navy blue janitor's uniform, with rubber gloves tucked into his belt, Aaron was a man of quiet purpose. He had been working night and early morning shifts ever since his wife died 2 years ago. Now, every second counted. He had to clock out by 8:30 a.m. sharp, so he could get his 5-year-old daughter Lily to preschool. But that day, something disrupted his routine. A piercing cry echoed from the far end of the atrium. Aaron froze. Near the glass elevator, a little girl in a navy dress sat on the floor, face flushed red, tears streaming down her cheeks, and her tiny fists pounding on the tiles. Several passing employees glanced, winced, and kept walking. No one wanted to interfere. Aaron slowly walked over, crouching a few feet away. "Hey, kiddo, rough morning?" he asked gently, pulling off one of his gloves. The girl didn't answer. She only sobbed harder. Aaron noticed a woman on the phone pacing behind a pillar, well-dressed, likely her mother. Too busy arguing into her Bluetooth earpiece to notice the storm unfolding right under her nose. Aaron took a slow breath and reached into the side pocket of his cleaning cart. It was an old trick, one that had never failed with Lily. Out came a tiny bottle of bubble soap. He dipped the wand and blew gently. 1, 2, 3 bubbles floated into the air. The little girl's sobs slowed. Another set of bubbles soared up toward the glass ceiling, catching the light as they drifted. The girl stared, captivated. Her breathing calmed. Then, a small giggle. "There it is," Aaron said softly, smiling. "You've got a beautiful laugh. Wanna try?" He held the bottle out. Hesitantly, she took it. She tried. A bubble wobbled out, then popped on her nose. She laughed again, louder this time. Aaron chuckled. "You're pretty good at this," he said. "What's your name?" "Sophie." "I'm Aaron. Want to tell me what made you cry?" "My mom said I couldn't bring Mr. Hops," she sniffled, holding up a stuffed bunny. "And she yelled at me in the car, and I miss Daddy." Aaron's heart clenched. "I'm sorry, Sophie. Grown-ups get stressed. But none of that is your fault." Behind the pillar, the woman had ended her call. Her stilettos clicked softly as she stepped forward, eyes locked on the scene in front of her. It was Ava Sterling, billionaire CEO of Sterling and Royce. Known for her ruthless business decisions, iron discipline, and commanding presence. But at that moment, she stood completely still, her cold armor cracking ever so slightly. She had seen everything, from the moment Sophie collapsed to the way Aaron coaxed her out of it, not with scolding, but with care. She didn't speak. She just watched. Aaron stood up slowly and wiped his hands on a towel. "There you go, Miss Sophie. I've got to go clean the upper floors before my own daughter starts yelling at me for being late." Sophie beamed up at him. "Thank you, Mr. Aaron." He gave a playful salute and began wheeling his cart away, unaware that Ava Sterling wasn't just watching. She was following. Part 2. By noon, Aaron was back in his tiny Queens apartment, packing Lily's favorite lunch, peanut butter and banana sandwiches with apple slices. The morning had felt like any other, except for that moment with Sophie. Still, it wasn't unusual for him to connect with kids. After all, he was raising one on his own. He didn't think much of it. Until the next day. At exactly 7:15 a.m., he stepped into the Sterling and Royce lobby and froze. There was Ava Sterling, standing beside the front desk, arms crossed, looking directly at him. "Mr. Aaron, is it?" she asked. His heart skipped. "Yes, ma'am. I saw what you did for my daughter yesterday," she said. "You were the only person who noticed. The only one who cared." He cleared his throat. "I just did what anyone should have done." She nodded slowly. "No, most people didn't. That makes you different." He didn't know what to say. Ava continued. "I run a $1 billion company, Mr. Aaron. I can detect value in people, even when others overlook it. And you are not meant to be pushing a cleaning cart. Well, I appreciate that, he said, unsure where this was going. I'd like to offer you something. A position in our employee relations department. Full training, better hours, better pay, benefits for you and your daughter. Aaron blinked, stunned. Wait, me? But I don't have a degree. I don't. You have compassion, she said, cutting him off. And we need more of that. He hesitated. Why would you do this? Ava smiled faintly, a rare, human expression. Because yesterday, you were the only one who made my daughter feel safe, without expecting anything in return. You reminded me what really matters. Tears pricked Aaron's eyes. A week later, he walked into the company wearing a pressed shirt, not a uniform, holding Lily's hand. Sophie ran over to them with a big smile, hugging both Lily and Aaron. From across the lobby, Ava watched quietly, a softened warmth in her expression. Sometimes, the smallest acts, a bottle of bubbles, a listening ear, can ripple into miracles.